Thank you so much for inviting me out here for a follow-up interview. I'm extremely interested in becoming a career services specialist here at State Business College. When most college students return home after spending the previous 4 years learning at college and working for their degree, they do not exactly know what path they'd like to take in life, what career path. Some of these students may already have somewhat of an idea, but then they do not understand how they can apply for a job, and I'm here to help those students with that, along with helping other students make a decision on what career path they'd like to take in the first place. And the best way to do that is by narrowing down the options. I would do that by administering an exam to them, an exam that takes their interests, their skills, and their degrees and what they've learned and the classes they're in, and puts it all together to formulate a few career paths that these former students could enter. Then, after that, they could enter some of these career paths that they're interested in into a database that would then show available jobs and information about these jobs to the recent graduates. Now, securing a job in the business field is extremely important for anybody. And if you're looking to get a job in the business field, you are going to need to show that you have innovative skills. Some examples of innovative skills can be leadership, communication, and marketing. Innovative skills are extremely important in the workplace because the workplace is just a bunch of working parts and pieces that come together to create one successful workplace in which everyone plays their role and everyone does their duties, and that's what's needed to succeed. Some techniques for obtaining work experience, as I've stated earlier, are internships, volunteer work, and group activities, or job shadowing. I'll get into these later. Right now, actually. Internships. Right after college, you don't necessarily have to go right away and get a job. Something you could do is intern. Apply for an internship. Intern. Learn everything you can, and then put that on your job resume so that when you apply for a real job, you have experience and you can nail it when you're there. You can obtain those innovative skills that can help you at your real job. Also, volunteer work. Working with groups are very important. Volunteering, showing that you are passionate, and group work because you need to demonstrate leadership and learn to demonstrate leadership among your peers, among the people you will work around. Also, job shadowing is very key. If you can find a role model, someone who you look up to in the business field, and possibly send them an email, get their attention, and request to job shadow them, meaning you watch what they can do. Watch what they do on just for a few hours, just pretty much look over their shoulders, see what they do, and analyze that and take that in and say, how can I do what they do so I can be at their level? That helps a lot. Another very important thing is analyzing employer expectations in the business environment. Some of these employers expect the best of their employees, and they are very not wrong at all to do so. So I could get into the basics, like saying they have to be on time, they can't be on break most of the time, they have to take the job seriously, but I'd rather get into more important stuff. For example, are they passionate about the job? And I need to ensure that my former graduates and my former students that are looking for a job can get the job that they truly are passionate about, they care about it, they're not just doing the bare minimum, and by that I mean that they truly, they're going the extra mile, they're not packing up their stuff and at 4:59 and they're not arriving to the office at 8:59. They truly care and they want to truly show why they are worth getting the job. And another thing is employment opportunities in business.
Why are they so powerful?
And I can explain that very simply. What's so wonderful about business is that you can work your way up. You can work your way up in multiple ways, whether you start working for a brokerage firm and you end up being the CEO of the firm, or you're an entrepreneur and you come up with a good idea and you end up becoming the richest man in the world. Look at Jeff Bezos, look at Elon Musk, look at Reed Hastings, the list goes on and on and on. Successful entrepreneurs end up ruling the world, and that's because they have their ideas, they become passionate about them, they work their asses off, and that's it. Pardon my French. And these
Skills are extremely
important to one making sure that they are in the right career. And if you're not passionate about what you're doing, you don't want to work your ass off. You don't want to do the bare you want to just do the bare minimum, and you want to get home right away instead of putting in an extra hour, getting home at 7, putting another few hours and getting home later. Then the job's not for you. So the exam helps a lot with picking career choices for these students.
and
I remind them, you don't necessarily have to go into a job. I would remind them, you don't necessarily have to go into a job right now. You could take time to ensure yourself that where you want to go and what you want to do is truly important, and it's what you want to do, and it's where you want to be for not maybe not the rest of your life, but for a while and for your working time until you retire. Do you have any questions? I'd be happy to answer them. A student's academic history does play a significant role in securing employment because their academic history makes it so that if you have a good academic history, then you can that proves that you are dedicated to your work. That proves that you can be passionate about your grades. You can be passionate about putting in the extra effort, and it also shows that you put in work in school for a reason. I mean, you don't just get great grades if you do get great grades in school just so you can do nothing with your life. If you want great grades, that shows that you have big goals and you want to go to a great school, which the students already have, and that's great for them. And you want to do great things. If your grades aren't that good, then maybe that's not as good. Maybe that shouldn't be on your resume. Maybe that's not something you'd like to show everybody. Once a job is secured, ongoing education is important, and I cannot stress this enough. It's extremely important because you are always growing, and especially in the world of business, you can always improve. Working your way up, especially if you are first securing a job, you're not going to be at the top. You're going to be at the bottom. And in order to work your way up, you're going to have the skills that the people above you have, and you need to climb over them to get to the top. And if you need ongoing education, you need to get your MBA and your degrees in business, because these degrees will help you, get that promotion if you know what you're doing. And if you're still learning while you're working, then that shows how dedicated you are to your job. If you're learning about business while working for a business, that shows that you truly want to be a successful businessman or woman. Thank you.